Okay, this is a bit new because I've actually got this webcam thing going on, which I've never had before. It's a bit disconcerting actually seeing yourself on a screen playing a game, but I'll have to try and get over that. Anyway, so what I'm doing today is just a quick um, setup session on Ground Branch. I've kind of like just installed this. I'm still in my work gear. um, And really, it's just a case of trying to work out keys and that sort of thing. So I'm kind of playing it, but not kind of playing it. I'm paying more attention to actually how the keys affect my movement and working out all these proprietary controls that are in Ground Branch, because it's a little bit different to other FPS games because it's going for realism, so there's a lot more commands in it, a lot more movements. You don't simply raise your rifle, you've got to do it in a certain way. And anyway, let's get on and see if we can actually shoot some stuff. Now, there's a way of raising your rifle. There we go, that's it. So that's right mouse. Now, just to let you know what's going on here, I think I'm using a HK 419, which is like a pimp top M16 kind of thing, if you're not familiar with it. And on top of that, I've got an ACOG for distance magnification and a holographic sight on top of that, piggybacked on top of that, so I can do CQB stuff. So I'm just going to go into the kind of offline bot training area. So there's live bots on the other side of this fence. Let's see how I do. Now, at the moment I'm crouching. That's standing, that's crouching, and you can also peek. So let's have a wee looky here. Now, the difference between aye, target there. The difference between Ground Branch and other sort of FPS games is that it's all about taking it slow, a bit like the original Ghost Recon, for those people that can remember that. Oh, you cheeky thing. Come on. I do believe these bots are wearing armour. Aye. Got another bit of movement up there. So, it's not about rushing around so much. You can. This is running, which is just a bit faster than walking, but it's careful. And then you've got sprint as well. Let's just have a wee peeky around here. Yeah, so this game's all about being methodical, not rushing it, and taking a bit more of a tactical approach to the game than you perhaps would in Battlefield or COD or whatever, where you're running and gunning all the time. Well, it's a bit nerve-wracking. Well, it's for me. I'm getting a bit old for these games now, and that's nice. You can see my shadow. Look at that, my shadow crouching. Aye. Yeah, they're wearing body armor. You probably saw that. I got a couple of shots to his upper body there. The one thing I guess from a realism point of view, though, is yeah, I get it with the body armor that these guys are wearing, but the impact of taking what would this be? This 5.56mm bullet to your body, even wearing body armor. That would kind of knock you back a bit, I should think. So it's perhaps... I should explain that actually before I get into this. Sorry, I'm making a muck of this because it's not scripted or anything. I'm just doing it off the top of my head. Is, as you can see from that little notice in the top left hand corner of the screen there, this is a work in progress. This is actually a beta for Ground Branch. It isn't a finished game. They are still working on stuff, and I know in particular because I read the devs notes the other morning that one of the things they're working on just now is the bot or the AI programming, trying to make it a bit more realistic at the moment. So this is maybe one of the things that they may take into consideration. But I would have thought that even with heavy body armor, which they look to be actually wearing, that taking a hit in the chest would kind of knock you back a bit. That would be nice to be reflected, to actually be able to knock them back or even knock them over with a hit. Not killing them, because obviously they're wearing, you know, it looks like ceramic plate armor there. But that's nice. Can you hear that? Because I've just sprinted a little bit. He's huffing and puffing there. Quite realistic, because that's probably what I'd be doing at this time. So this is a little test map, or a training map, I guess you'd say, against bots. Though it's quite a good little game because you can do like time runs on this and co-op time runs on this particular map. But as you can see, what I'm really doing is trying to make sure that I've got my controls sorted out properly. I'll just try a little bit of an entry, which of course is like one of the harder bits of these tactical games. Let's see if we can do it without getting shot. I may be best. Yeah, I'll go and try and go in through this door. And no, it's alright. You can even open the doors in several different ways. Tap for a quick one, or a fluid opening would be this hole like this. Ah, it's a stairwell. Why am I whispering? Oh, lovely. Is that someone in the corner? No. There's not someone underneath these. Is that? Now, even though it's very, very slow, the crouched movement, I do actually prefer this. Rather than, say, the standing up and running movement, because I feel it's a little bit more tactical. Oh, it's bound to be a bot around here somewhere. As you can see, this game isn't for everybody. I can imagine there's quite a lot of people thinking, it's so slow. Oh yeah, it is that sort of game. Is that footsteps? Just round this corner here. No, it's not a corner. They must be behind me. Oh, this is eerie. Is it my own echo that I'm hearing? Well, that's clear up into this end then. Just see if I can get an enemy. I'm on single shot, by the way. I'm not a big fan of auto. Where are they? I'm definitely not going up there. Okay, let's just make contact and then I'll shut this down because it's telling me what I need to do, and there's some more keys I want to actually modify. But where are they? Of course, there might not be anybody down in the basement. There's always that, I guess. That's the stair I came in, wasn't it? Or was it? Can't remember closing the door. Yeah, it was. Oh, this is nail biting. Oh. I think I saw someone up in the windows there as well. So I'm not a very good narrator. Now that was a different guy. I don't think that was the guy that was in that. No, there he is. He's just peeking out that window. Now as you can see, as I mentioned, I'm a fan of semi-automatic. Now that highlighted one of the little things about Grand Branch, which is to do with realism. As you can see on the HUD, there's no magazine count. You're supposed to count them in your head like you do in reality. I didn't. So it ends up situations like that where you crap your pants because there we go. Just finish that bit off here so I can finish the recording. Yeah, so you've got, in your own head, you've got to remember how many bullets you've shot, how many mags you've used, and if you don't, you'll have situations like that where you're click, click, click of doom. Okay, well that's just a brief first try at doing something proper, doing some proper shooting within Ground Branch. I've got a lot to work out in the way of keys and things like that, as you can see. There's a few things I just don't know how to do yet. But in my next video, hopefully I'll be a bit more professional than this and a little bit more scripted, so you'll get a bit more information. But that's it for today.